Hey everyone, welcome back to another educational video. So most of the people have this question in mind, like whether supplements are necessary, do you require them, are there any side effects? So before starting that proper video, please do subscribe, like and hit the bell icon to help me grow this channel more. Okay, so let's get started with like a very basic question. What are supplements? Okay, so dietary supplements are used to supplement your diet if your diet is lacking in certain amount of nutrients. For example, if your diet is lacking in protein, right? If you're a vegetarian, if your diet is lacking in protein, then you can supplement it with whey protein. Or if you have any nutritional deficiencies, right? So you can supplement it with multivitamins, etc. So dietary supplements are basically used to supplement your diet if you're lacking that intake through natural source. And dietary supplement can be in the form of pills, powders, or basically bars, etc. There are many forms in which dietary supplements are available. Okay, so next question that comes in mind is like, are supplements necessary? Like, do you need to have them in your diet, or it's like a two half thing or not? To be very honest, if you're able to complete your intake through natural sources, then no, you don't have to supplement your diet from any outside source. But if you are not able to complete your diet through natural sources, right, due to some cultural differences, due to work shifts, etc., then yes, you need to supplement your diet from outside sources, or basically, supplements. Okay, so according to me, there are two major reasons because of which you should add supplement into your routine. One is basically if you are having some nutritional deficiencies, and the second is basically if you want to improve your athletic performance. But before you move into taking supplements, before you start taking supplement, one thing that you need to focus more on is to improve your dietary lifestyle and habits, right? If you, for example, if you're not sleeping on time, if you're not having proper diet, taking any amount of supplements or taking any XYZ supplement will not benefit you unless you're following that proper lifestyle and routine. So following that proper lifestyle and routine is also equally important. Other than that, like I shared some examples earlier as well. So there's some people who are not able to complete their intake. For example, night shift workers, or if you have some cultural thing, like for example, vegetarians. For them, whey protein or plant-based protein is a very good option to supplement their diet and increase their protein content from an outside source. So yes, in that case, you can definitely add supplement into it. Okay, so some supplements that I usually recommend is basically your multivitamins, your omega-3 capsules, your vitamin D, and your maybe B12, B6 if you're deficient in it, and your caffeine, creatine, and whey protein. So I try to recommend all these supplements more. Rather than BCAAs is somewhat, if you have money and if you want to waste it, to be very honest, then yes, go forward with BCAAs. But other than that, these supplements are more than enough if you want to add those in your routine. Besides these supplements, there are some natural things that you can add. For example, ashwagandha. Or two things that you need to keep in mind before adding any supplement into your diet is, first is basically mechanism of action, and secondly basically to see whether is it like really required by your in your routine or by your body, or you're basically just wasting money. If you don't have that specific mechanism of action, then I would suggest to try to find it out for yourself first, whether it's suiting you or not, and there's no need other than that for you to add. For example, some natural supplements don't have that proper mechanism of action, but yes, they have shown a very good result. So yes, you can definitely add that, but try to find the mechanism of action. As I mentioned, there are some supplements that I usually recommend to my clients, so I'll just try to explain it little bit over here. So first is multivitamins. Okay, so multivitamins basically cover up all the essential nutrients that you require in your body in a normal day-to-day routine. So for example, if you are on a very low calorie diet for a prolonged period of time, then yes, multivitamins is a must add that you should basically add. If your diet is lacking in that natural vitamin through natural intake, then multivitamin is a very good option that you can add. The second supplement that I usually recommend is omega-3. Okay, so omega-3, as we know, is very good for your brain health, your heart health, overall mood improvement, etc. But if you are able to consume, fatty fishes like salmon, etc., salmon and all, then you don't need to add omega-3 from top. But mostly, like most of the vegetarians or mostly Indians have this, they don't consume salmon or any other fish that much, being a vegetarian, right? So then yes, you can definitely supplement your diet by omega-3. Whey protein. So I cannot emphasize on the importance of whey protein. Basically, many times we're not able to complete our protein intake through natural sources. If you're able to complete your protein intake through natural sources, more than perfect, amazing. But if you're not, then I would suggest you to add some source of outside supplement. It can be either plant-based protein, or it can be either whey protein, but try to add these can be a good options. Like, okay, so if you want to up your protein intake, then yes, you can definitely add whey protein into your diet. Okay, so for vitamin D, B12 and B6, I usually tell my clients to get their blood report done first, because we need to see how much deficient they are, and then the dosage is to be set. So usually for vitamin D, you get those like once a week 60,000 IU tablets, basically uprise D3. So yes, you can definitely add that into your routine, but you need to get your blood reports done. That is very much important for you to get your reports done and check before adding any sort of vitamin D or B12 or any sort of supplement. So creatine as a supplement, it's like very vast and I cannot explain it in like such short line. But yes, you can definitely add creatine. Creatine is very good as a supplement, and no, it does not cause any sort of kidney issues or anything. If you have a pre-linked kidney issues, then you need to avoid taking even whey or some sort of supplement. But if you don't have any pre-linked kidney issue, then yes, you can definitely add creatine as a supplement. It's very good, and I'll definitely make another whole video on it. But to explain everything in such short time span would be very overwhelming. So yes, but if you want, you can definitely add creatine into your routine, in your dietary supplement pack. It's very good as a supplement. A supplement that is usually utilized by almost every single person is caffeine. So caffeine is like a very powerful stimulant. It keeps you awake, and it gives you that certain boost of energy to perform any sort of exercise or activity. Like for example, caffeine, do not use it for a very prolonged period of time, because your body kind of gets used to it, in a very simple words. So if you want to add caffeine into your routine as a pre-workout or something like that, then one thing that I always say is you need to stop it for some amount of time, and then for small amount of time, and then you can restart it again. Because caffeine is good as a supplement, it's not that bad, and caffeine has a proper mechanism of action into your body. That's why it causes that alertness, wakefulness, or increased heat production, etc. So these are some basic supplements that I usually recommend to my clients that they can add into the routine. Besides that, like I said, some natural supplements. So I recommend chamomile tea too, as it helps in reducing anxiety, and it helps in treating the sleeping issues as well. You can add magnesium if you have some sleeping issues. Other than that, ashwagandha is also good as a supplement if you want to add a natural supplement. Curcumin, basically kachi haldi, curcumin is also equivalently very good, but they don't have that proper mechanism of action. So they help in, they have some natural properties, like curcumin is a natural antibiotic. So you can add those into your routine, but before you buy any kind of supplements, because supplement market is very big, right? And there are many influences that get into people's mind ki yes, whether we should buy this or not. So before you purchasing any kind of supplement, always see whether it has some benefit that is being provided with that, and if there's some mechanism of action into it, and then only purchase that and spend that money. Otherwise you don't need to spend that much money on like BCAAs, etc. So I hope you really like this video, and if you really like, so please do subscribe, share it with your friends, like, etc., etc. Thank you.